going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys another video today. So as you guys can see, the S&P 500 index is down, Dow 30 is down, the Nasdaq is down, the Russell 2000 is down, and oil is down. But guess what, guys? Tomorrow there is going to be an FOMC meeting, so Powell is going to be talking, and that could mean that there's more down potential. So obviously you can see here, I'm going to click on this article on Yahoo Finance. And we had a tech rally, very briefly, but we had a tech rally, right? And that ended pretty quickly, let's be honest. So since that tech rally, you've seen stocks like AMD, Nvidia, QQQ start to sell off. And there's obviously good reason for that. Now, you guys have to remember that during this period of time, there's still a lot of uncertainty. We still don't know exactly what's happening with the interest rates. We still have political tensions with Ukraine, Russia, and we still don't have an actual direction with this market. So one of the best things you guys can do in this kind of market is actually take profits when you see them. It is not easy to make money in this market. To be honest, it's not easy to make money in any market, but especially a market like this, where you're seeing stocks tumble and then rise again, then rally, then tumble. It's not easy to make money. Now, as you can see, yesterday, Twitter jumped up 27%, and we're going to get into that in a second. Tesla also made a big move yesterday, which was kind of the move I had originally expected, if you guys watch my weekly watch list video. But there is money to be made in this market. That's what I'm trying to highlight here. There is money to be made in this market. So we're going to jump onto TradingView right now. We're going to look at a couple trades I took and a couple stocks I'm looking at tomorrow, well, for tomorrow when the FOMC meeting is there. Well, you know what? Let's just begin with the trades we took in the Discord this week. We've only had 2 trades in the Discord this week, but both of them were home runs. So that's always a positive when you can make home runs quickly and early in this kind of market, especially, again, when you're seeing a lot of consolidation, a lot of up and down movement without really showing us a clear direction. So Walmart, this was the stock that we traded. And I'm on a 5-minute chart here. I'm going to change to the 15-minute chart. We got into Walmart calls yesterday. Now, these were $155 calls for April 22nd. And Walmart proceeded to run from $150 after it pulled back towards the moving average up to highs of $153 before selling off. Today, it made the exact same movement, but the only, well, you can see the pattern here. The only difference is now it didn't actually pull back at open. It just ran up, then pulled back. So if you saw my weekly watch list in the Discord yesterday, I had actually said I was planning to trade Walmart once it pulled back, because it's been strongly running. If you see the past few trading days, it has been very strong on a bullish run. There you see, obviously there's lots of ups and downs, but overall the trend is very clearly up. So I had said I was looking for a pullback towards the moving average yesterday, and I got that pullback. Once I got that pullback, I did call it on the Discord, and the stock ran up. So obviously, if you don't have day trades, it's very difficult to manage your trade. But look, it ran up, it sold off, but then it ran up again today. So you basically had 2 opportunities to sell, and if you're not a day trader, you had 1 opportunity to sell right here. So again, highlighting the fact that in this market, when stocks are overextended, I'm going to pull up the RSI. When stocks are overextended, when you've made your money, please take profits and move on. Don't be the person who's attached to the trade, who must hold until the contracts are in the money, or who must hold until, I don't know what you're waiting for, 200, 300% returns. You don't need to be that person. These doubled up. If you got a shorter term expiry, you made even more money. And that's what you need in this kind of market. 1 trade in a day, you double your money, you move on. It is that simple. The next trade, which was actually a swing trade into today, from yesterday, was Square. Oh, it's called Block now, but ticker symbol is still SQ. So with this trade, it was puts. And as you can see, yesterday it ran up crazy. I think it was up 7 or 8% yesterday. I think highs of 8%. And this blue arrow is where we got in 5 minutes before market closed yesterday. And we got into the puts, the 137 puts. That was my level, 137 puts yesterday. As you can see, it proceeded to tank all the way down to lows of 134.84 today. This was a great trade. But what I want to say is, why was it a great trade? What did I do? Well, as you can see, multiple times in the past couple weeks, when Square has ran up, it proceeds to sell off. Even if it's just short term, it proceeds to sell off. Obviously, it sold off multiple times after it ran up. And here, it did the exact same thing. Sold off after it ran up. So what was I looking at with this? The exact same thing. It ran up quickly, 8% in a day, then sold off heavily. And that was all it was. Our contracts ran all the way till they were in the money and past that. Another great trade. As you can see, Square's starting to trend up again towards moving average. It'll be interesting to see if it gets rejected here on the 15-minute time frame. Let's look on the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, similar story. It might get rejected at this 21-day moving average. I'll be intrigued to see. But either way, I'm out of this trade now. I've made my money. I did what I need to do. I got the $10 drop, which I didn't even bargain for, but that's all you need. And you can move on to the next trade. So that's 2 trades this week, 2 home runs. Great start to the week. Next, I want to look at AT&T because a lot of members in the group are in this trade and they've been making crazy gains off AT&T. And as you can see, it's sold off, but it's starting to recover. The only reason I have this on here is because I'm intrigued to see what happens with their spin-off announcement. I know people are in AT&T puts which are bringing back thousands of % returns. And hey, again, if you can sell, please do sell just to lock in that profit. I really don't know what's going on with this stock. It's a very strange stock, but once again, I'm not in this play, but we've been talking about this for weeks, so you had time to get into this play. Now let's talk about tomorrow, because the FOMC meeting is tomorrow, and the first thing I want to look at is SPY, because I fully expect SPY to sell off. This has happened multiple times in the past few months when there has been FOMC meetings, whenever Powell has gone up on stage to speak. So I'm expecting a similar story. Yesterday it trended up. Today it started to sell off. And like I said, I expect the sell-off to continue tomorrow. It might not be direct, so you might, if you want to get into puts, you might have to wait until you get a nice entry a little bit higher and then, buy puts with an expiry maybe for the end of the week or next week. At the same time, please don't get into puts just anyhow. Please time your entries. Please have a plan. If you see, let's say you get into puts, let's say you got into puts somewhere around here, right? And then it started uptrending and then you decide to sell because you're worried. No, that's not having a plan. Wait to see if it breaks above the moving average. Wait to see if it gets rejected by the moving average. Look on multiple different time frames. Try and analyze your trade to the max. Here we go. You see it might get rejected by this moving average. It might still just continue downtrending below all the 3 moving averages, and then it's very clearly bearish. Those are the kind of things you would like to look for. But like I said, I fully expect SPY to sell off to around 449, 450 tomorrow. Once this FOMC meeting takes place, I have no idea what he's going to say, of course. I will be listening in. But again, I just want to highlight my expectation, if you want to call it that, of what's going to happen. Funny enough, last Friday, we just hit around my level of support and we bounced up. So will the same happen this time? I'll be intrigued to see. At the same time, I will be watching oil, and XOM is one of the stocks I will be watching tomorrow, because oil seems to do well in these kind of periods of time where there is a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's happening. And even those times where the market seems to sell off, oil seems to hold strong. Okay, it's slightly green today, but I'll just be looking to see if it can start pushing towards that $84, high $84, $85 mark again. As you guys probably remember, last month we hit $90 at one point. Zoom out. Here we go. Back in March. So yeah, $90, 8th of March, beginning of the month of March. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to hit $90 again this month, but if there's a lot of uncertainty, more political unrest, more bad news for the market, then do look out for the calls with ExxonMobil. That seems to be one of those safer stocks in a period of time like this. Of course, you can look at gold, you can look at wheat, you can look at steel, etc. So let's just look at lastly Twitter and then Tesla based off the Elon Musk news. So obviously Twitter was trending close to my level of support and then it just blew up overnight. Like I think 27% it jumped due to Elon's announcement that he was buying what, 19 billion or $19 million worth of Twitter shares. I can't remember, but hey, it's one of those things you can never predict. It happens, and then if you manage to get in calls anywhere here, well, you had time to sell here. And if you didn't manage to get in, don't worry, you missed it. There's plenty more plays. I mean, this is one of those that you can't really expect to happen. You don't really know. I mean, people are going to say, oh, you can look at the options flows and unusual whales, and that's not necessarily the case, because 80% of the time those things don't have any effect on what kind of stocks do blow up. But it's up again 3% today, so people who were in this have had multiple opportunities to exit. And hey, for those who did get in, well done, congratulations, enjoy your gains. Now Tesla. So my price target for Tesla is around 1166, a little bit higher. I'm fully expecting a run up towards 1200 sometime this month, but I just don't know when, of course. Yesterday, I thought, you know what, this is going to happen this week. The way it just pumped out of nowhere, it just flew. But evidently, that did not happen. And also, if you're wondering why the price is fluctuating and why Tesla is still moving, it is because I'm recording this with just under 3 hours left till market close. So obviously, I'll upload this video around, I think, just after market close, to be honest. But hey, look at that kind of movement. When you get on that kind of movement with Tesla calls, you've got to take your profits. I mentioned in my weekly watch list video that I would only be day trading Tesla in this kind of market because it is just this unpredictable. Up probably 4 or 5% yesterday, down 4% today. That is exactly what Tesla does. So if you're not in on the right side of this trade, you can get burnt very easily. So please do manage your risk if you trade Tesla. Again, my personal preference would be day trading Tesla in this kind of market, not swing trading Tesla. We've done a lot of swings over the past few weeks, but with Tesla, I'm not looking at that. So yeah, that's mainly it for today's video. Lastly, I just want to look at AMD because this is again on my watch list. I'm looking at the puts on AMD right now, down to around $99. If I just show you my chart. Also, I switched from dark mode to light mode. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah. Anyway, I'm looking at puts down towards the $99, $100 mark. I think FOMC could play a part in that tomorrow. It did do kind of what I expected yesterday, which was run up to around 110, 111 and then sell off. So we'll see if the second part of my expected trade goes to plan. And I think overall, that is mainly it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. As always, please make sure to drop a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts on today's video in the comment section below. Also, please do make sure you share with your friends, family, neighbors, brother, sister, girlfriend, wife, husband, whoever. And the most important thing is you guys manage your risk in this market. Take profits where you see them. Focus on your plays, on your watch list, on what you want to trade. And if you do that, I'm sure you'll be okay and you'll be able to survive and trade in this market. As always, we have the Discord. Come and check that out. The weekly watch list is always posted there. You guys can come and join and be a part of it. You can look at the free section, look at the paid section. It's up to you. Lastly, check out the stock option starter pack. That's 10 videos. You guys have access to those videos for life that will teach you about trading options, give you all the terminology, my trading strategies, common trading strategies, all that good stuff, plenty more, but go and check it out. Once again, I just want to highlight this is live time recording, so this is during the market hour. So if you see certain things and you're wondering what's happening, again, we are looking at this live time, so it's still moving, the stocks are still moving, the price is still fluctuating. Once I upload this, the market will obviously be closed. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We'll see you guys next time for another video. I go into making, you go into making. Peace.
Game over.